Welcome into episode 31 of the Bama Geeks. And this is a special edition episode because we are live in our Facebook group right now, the Bama Geeks Front Porch. And we have some of our members who are in the chat, and we're going to interact throughout the morning. This is kind of a test for us. We're eventually going to move this to a public stream on YouTube. For our first live stream, we just wanted to go where it was comfortable, with family, with our Facebook Front Porch people. So if you haven't joined the Front Porch, then just hop on over to Facebook and just search Bama Geeks Front Porch. And we'll do more of the social stuff later on. But anyway, let's get started. I'm Brock Parker, and I've got all my family and buddies here. We'll kick it off with Kevin Gardner. What's been up, man?
You know what? The saga of home improvement continues. When you own a home, it never ends. You know, we had we had Bo who in the last episode we were in recording, and he noticed that he had some issues up in the corner of his room, and I'm sure he's looked at that at this point. But I, as a homeowner, as a proud homeowner now, have practically, I say practically because I still have gates and stuff to do, but I've practically finished off phase 1 of 3 of the fence that I'm building around my backyard. It's a very tasteful, pretty fence. I can actually post it up at some point, maybe on Bama Geeks Front Porch, if you guys are interested in seeing it. Yeah. But yesterday I bought me a new toy, guys, and then I bought me a new toy. I got a Greenworks Pro Series 0-turn radius electric riding lawnmower. I've been eyeballing this thing forever, and finally decided to pull the trigger. Last year, anybody that follows me personally knows last year I tried and got an electric lithium-ion Cub Cadet mower, and that thing was absolute garbage. I made it through half my yard, and it felt like it was going to knock me off of it. But this mower is phenomenal. It's like commercial grade, beautiful. And I've already been over to my neighbor's houses asking if I could cut their yard so I can break the mower. And they're like,
hey, Kev, can you load that up on your trailer and hop on up here and you give us a try.
My elderly neighbor, she has someone that comes and mows for her regularly, and I went over to her house last night. I was like, when are they coming out? They're supposed to be out sometime in the next couple of days. It's like, can I cut your grass? And she's looking at me like, why would you want to cut my grass? It's like, because I got a new mower and I want to break it in. And she's like, well, but it's going to be too weird. Don't worry about it. We'll do it. It sounds like this is getting weird. You know, I was just going to offer to do your grass. So yeah, super excited about that. Other than that, I mean, come on, guys, we're going to talk about it today. Obi-Wan dropped.
That's right.
I mean, I'm all Star Wars, so like this has been nuts for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep. And before we move on, we'll go ahead and say hi to people in the chat. As you mentioned, with Obi-Wan coming out, that's what we will be discussing today. And StreamYard's doing a little bit of a funky thing where some of the people's names are showing up, some are not, even though they've given permission to it. But we got our friend Michael, who says Obi-Wan was great. He loved it. And our newest member of the Bama Geeks Front Porch, Jonathan Giesel, I hope I'm saying that right. He said Obi-Wan was a good first 2 episodes. And of course, Jay Key is here, the mayor of Toku Toy Town, and co-host with Jacob Walsh over on Yes Have Some Podcasts, YHS on Monster Island. Please be sure and give those guys a follow and a listen.
Yep.
We appreciate that. And of course, one of the guys we absolutely love. Oh, and thank you, Jay.
Yes,
Geeks. Thank you. Except for Jess. She's the Lawn Auburn fan.
That's right.
That's all right. We forgive her. But I used to work for Auburn. It's okay. And then one of the guys we love, I'm trying to, Jeff Wisnett, better known as Blue Chainsaw Man, on the socials everywhere. You can't see him. He's grayed out. He's trying to be anonymous.
Jay.
Thanks to StreamYard. He says, "Is this better? Very nice, very evil." So Oh, and Jonathan is a Notre Dame fan, and Jay says War Geeks
War
for
Geeks.
Jerry for Jess. There you go.
Thank you.
Rudy was offsides, Jonathan.
Taunting the new guy. Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
I'm out.
Just kidding.
I am out.
I'm just kidding.
Look,
Oh,
it's us. We just bust each other's chops. You know,
That's what we
how
do.
That's how we do.
oh. I have to look over to the Facebook chat to see who some of these people are. So yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So Kevin brought up Obi-Wan. We got to the chat saying hi to some people, and as other people come in, we'll say hi. Bo, we'll let you take it next. Mr. Bo Bearden, the man of all hours.
Let's see. As I was telling you beforehand, I haven't had too much interesting going on between him because normally I have that nice Saturday padded in there. And seeing Jonathan's comment, hey, it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, mostly, it's mostly been parenthood. Like I said, the kiddo, he finished up first grade this week, so that's been
nice.
Yeah, like it's wild. Like, he's now finishing first grade, then we'll start second grade. He got awards. He did awards for reading, for placement. Like he did good. He had a really good year. I'd say I brag more him. He had a more interesting week than I did. So
congratulations, little man.
But yeah, beyond that, like I said, what I've got planned for what's going on. We got a big weekend of wrestling ready to go. Like I said, we're going to go to a event in Birmingham tonight, Birmingham Slam put on by New South. So
nice.
And you guys hear me who's there, definitely say hi to us. Like I said, we got good seats. We're not front row, but like it's a smaller venue, so there's not a whole lot of seats, but we're on the second row, but we are I guess right by the entrance ramp. We're seat number 1 and 2. So we're I'm going to put him right by whatever. I'm sure they're going to have the traditional aluminum gating there. So I'm going to put him there. So maybe he'll get a few high fives from the competitors coming out to the ring and whatever. He's watched wrestling with me, but it hasn't clicked with him. I don't think it's yet. So I'm thinking maybe this will be the thing. Like how Afterlife, going seeing Afterlife in the theaters, was that the thing that got him for Ghostbusters? I'm hoping this does for one of his other dads.
His quote was, he was bitten by the Ghostbuster bug, is what he told me.
Yes. I've tried to be very I want him to be his own person, enjoy his own things, but I also want to have things to share with him. So I'm hoping this is one of the few things,
Yeah, absolutely.
And being a wrestling weekend, this is why we're doing this at 10:30 on a Saturday morning, is because we normally record these episodes at 7:00 Central on Sunday nights. That's when it's just more convenient for us all to get together. But then we're like, AEW's got a pay-per-view Sunday night at 7:00 that we all kind of really want to see.
Yep.
So why don't we move this to Saturday morning and let's do it live on Facebook in our Facebook group. So that's
I'm just coming to hang out with friends.
Of course, yeah.
Kevin's coming for free chicken fingers.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool, wrestling, cool. I get to hang out with you guys, right? All right, cool.
That's right.
Well, like I said, as you talked about the last time you watched, this is a much better product than with the last time you kind of got invested into it. Even though you're going to kind of see the comas, that the final part of things coming together, you're still going to. I think you'll get a little. It'll be interesting.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to Oliver me. Okay, I see how it is.
Come on, Dad. Bo's now Dad.
We're gonna take Kevin and we're gonna put him right next to the aluminum.
Yeah.
You know what? We ought to set some of those up in the house just so Kevin feels better.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, we're all going to get over here. We're all four of us are going to be together for the first time in quite a while. We're all going to get together at our house and watch some AEW tomorrow night. So that's why normally when we do these things, they will be on Sunday nights. We're not going to live stream every recording that we do, but when we do decide to do one, it'll likely be on Sunday nights at a better time where everybody can wind down from the weekend.
There you go.
This was convenient for us because we wanted to watch the pay-per-view all together. So,
well, at one point they were doing them on Saturday nights. I wish they would go back to doing that. I don't think they did recently, but yeah, I think Saturday night's a better night than Sunday night, but that's just me. But the holiday weekend makes sense, but
Yeah. So, there's this little lady below me, right there. She's right there. She's tiny. She's my wife. How you doing, Jess?
Hey, I'm doing well on this Saturday or late Saturday morning, early afternoon. Not really a whole lot of exciting things have well, I say that. I mean, my son did graduate from high school.
That's kind of exciting.
So that is exciting. I mean,
That's a big
not in
step.
the geek terms or going out and whatever, but we do have a high school graduate now in our family. So
Who's about to be 18.
Oh yeah, 18 on the 30th.
Yeah.
So
real world time, buddy.
welcome to the new
phase
adulthood. Of life. Yes.
That means you're gonna be jamming out some Alice Cooper here.
Yeah.
The 18.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, we got the schools out, and then I'm 18. So yeah, it's kind of both happening for him this month.
Yeah. Welcome to our life now. It's time to go forth, go forth and prosper and become a man.
When society unceremoniously rips off the training wheels.
Yes.
when you've made that phrase, I can't wait till I'm an adult.
Guess what?
I wish that
time is here.
I wish I were a kid again. So yeah.
Doesn't it usually take until you get into your like early 20s though? And then you get in your early 20s, you're like, God, man.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Oh yeah. My daughter, she'll be 18 in a couple of years, and she's like, I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to go to college. Can't wait to grow up. And I'm like,
you say that now.
I can't turn 18 and graduate either, because that's half my child support back.
Anyway,
she knows we make this joke all the time. I'm thrilled to be able to provide for my kids. It's that if you ever hear me say that, it's a complete joke, because things are good. Things are real good. So.
Other than that, last weekend with him graduating Friday, we did finally get to go to the USFL football game here in Birmingham, and saw our team, the Birmingham Stallions, undefeated still. So yeah, they're hanging.
The only undefeated team.
That's right, out of Birmingham. So
we're undefeated, and it's our stadium.
That's right.
It's our home turf. We better stay undefeated. It was a fantastic game. The stadium is great, beautiful stadium they've put together down there.
But I have this only one complaint about Protective Stadium. There's no water fountains. They will make you buy that $6 water.
Well, I think I thought I saw they were in the middle of like transitioning for like water or something.
They are.
They're doing some sort of system, and they let you bring your one bottle in, for factory sealed bottle in last weekend for free. It's no big deal. It really isn't. Yeah. But it
was just kind of a joke. It's like, there's no water fountains in here. They know what they're doing. Yeah. You can't go refill that bottle once you're done. So, but we had a great time. At first, the weather turned out great. There was a brief weather emergency. We had to evacuate for probably about 30 minutes. Yeah, about 30 minutes. But you couldn't have asked for better weather. Temperature-wise, fantastic. And like I said, they won. So we're glad that we got to see them pull off another victory. That's really been about it for us.
Yeah, there hasn't been much. Going to the wrestling event tonight. There was a couple of weeks ago the micro wrestling federation. Is that what they're called? It's
micro wrestling. Something.
I'm not going to use the term that's always been associated with that. That type of wrestling, but little people wrestling. I've always wanted to go to one of those, and I hear they're fantastic and just a whole bunch of fun, and the wrestlers are great. We didn't get a chance to go a couple of weeks ago, but they'll be back around.
Made me think. I see Jonathan's got a comment talking about all the USFL teams. The reason why they play at Progressive Stadium is because it's the first year, or Protective. Okay, Protective Stadium is they're doing it because they're saving on travel costs for the teams. It's their first year. They're trying to reduce the travel for the team, so they're all playing in Birmingham. And I think once the playoff starts, they're going to play in Ohio. I think all the playoffs are going to take place in Ohio.
Yeah.
So all the regular season here.
It's a smart thing for the league. Like they don't have to worry about, funding stadiums at all these cities. They're going to kind of do that. And I think if it gets some traction and it continues on, then I think they'll start playing games at each city's respective home stadiums.
Yeah. And I feel horrible for the other teams, because I mean, they're home fans. You've got to come to Birmingham right now in order to see them in person. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to carry that over to next season.
Yeah, I haven't looked. I guess they're going to kind of wait and see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah, but it's one heck of a stadium though to have to drive to and to be able to experience. It's a good stadium.
But I've heard that there, as far as ratings go for what's been broadcast, that they're doing very well in the ratings. I mean, they're. I mean, we know we got baseball and hockey going on right now, but it's kind of following in really close to the ratings for this time of year for football. So hopefully that's a good thing.
Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be an XFL and one and done, or whatever that football team, that football league was that Steve Spurrier was the coach. Or
what was that?
Yeah,
it was right.
It was in the developmental league, kind of for the NFL.
I know Birmingham to Iron. I just can't remember.
Yeah,
they didn't even last a season.
Yeah,
but I mean, COVID hit, and I think that was around the time COVID hit.
The AAF, the All American Football League.
Yeah. Yes. Hopefully this is successful. I mean, apparently they had a good run back in the 80s.
Yeah,
I mean,
they did.
We were alive during that time. I don't remember watching it because I didn't have an interest in football back then, but yeah.
And that's our sports discussion on Bama Geek for today.
Hey, we are geeks for a lot of things.
That's right. It's not just limited to.
We love our state. We love Birmingham. That's the area that we're all centered around. And we want to do everything we can to support Birmingham. I mean, I'm drinking out of a Birmingham Barons cup this morning because we want to support our city. We want good things for it. So,
like Bo says, we're kind of coming into the Saturday where we've got some things planned that we have not gotten to yet this weekend. Brock and I are going to go see Top Gun Maverick.
I've had this in my I've had the Maverick Transformer in my possession for 2 years almost. It's 2020. It came out during COVID. Been waiting for this movie to come out. So yeah.
So we're going to go see it.
And Jay, if you're still watching, be sure and tell all your other YHS friends who just love Transformers.
Yeah.
They don't, in case you're wondering.
It's kind of a down. Yeah.
Like the only Transformer I've bought in the last 30 years has been the Ecto, the Afterlife Ecto. That's the only one I've bought.
I still buy them.
As soon as you posted or showed that, I'm sitting there trying to imagine that thing transforming in the middle of the air while a pilot's in there flying it.
Yeah, what's great, and I don't think you can see it on the box, but what's great is you can barely see it down on the court. It comes with a little volleyball.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So cool.
I didn't even see that, notice that. Yeah.
Yeah, the promo pictures for it had him actually holding the volleyball. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, we'll be watching wrestling tomorrow night. So we've got some things planned that's kind of going into the weekend that hadn't happened yet. So, and next weekend we'll be going to Alabama Comic Con.
Trish Stratus and Lita. Thank you.
Speaking of wrestling.
Yeah. I know Mickey James is going to be there. She was past my time that I hung with the wrestling. So I'm super stoked for Lita and Trish Stratus. And Judith Hogue will be there, April from the first Turtles movie. So we'll get the chance to see get a chance to see them next weekend. So All right. So that's it. The reason why I never say what's up with me is because Jess and I are inseparable. So whatever she's doing, I'm doing. Yeah.
Whatever he's doing, I'm doing. Whatever, vice versa.
So we'll touch on a little bit of news now. You guys are
her knees.
Jeff. Her knees. I think NECA has fixed that.